So if I die, make sure you sell my stuff for what I told you just then today.
I'm
10 to...
Ooh, there goes
That's now worth $0.
$1,000.
Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video, my partner Katie here is going to be guessing or finding out how much I've spent on photography gear over the years. Now this isn't everything, but it's the stuff that I pretty much use day to day, and some of it's video equipment as well. So yeah, you're gonna guess a price or what you think it's worth, and I'm gonna tell you the answer. So shall we start?
Let's go. Yeah.
All right, first thing here is the main camera that I use. This is the Sony a7R5. So don't worry about the lens. It's just the body of the camera here. What do you reckon that's worth? Or how much do you think I paid for it?
Is it like a camera to take photos or record?
It does both, but it's more designed for photos. It's got a high megapixel count.
I feel like I'm going to be bad at this game.
No, actually I was going to say, Katie's really good at like guessing the value of things, so I reckon you'll do well.
All right, well, we'll
I've got my little price list on here because I can't remember what I paid for half this stuff. So,
so just the camera, not the lens?
yeah, just the body.
Oh, sorry.
Which is smart, yeah.
I think maybe, I'm going to say like 1,200, 1,500.
$4,800. Yeah.
Oh my God, what
But
the
it
hell?
is, yeah, it's a Sony a7R5, so it's one
I
of
know,
the...
I feel like that's not what you told me earlier. No, I'm just kidding, I'm joking, I'm joking. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, so that's, yeah, $4,800.
Oh my God.
I don't know, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did pay that, but that's the retail price. Anyway, now there's a lens on here, that's the Tamron 17-28 f2.8. This is what I use for a lot of my astro and landscapes. Those birds are loud. Anyway, yeah, what about this lens? Just the lens.
I don't know, I feel like whenever you've spoken about stuff, like it always sounds like it's the same price as what the camera is. So I'm gonna say like maybe $1,200.
Perfect.
Oh!
Well done. Yeah, I think it was 1,100 and something. Yeah, 1,200 for that lens. All right, what about the Tamron 28-75? It's the one filming us. I've got a lens I normally use for video, but I'm using my Tamron lens right there.
So hang on, that just takes photos, not filming.
What, the lens?
That lens.
It doesn't matter, they do both.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It just goes on the camera and you do whatever you want
So what's
with
the
it.
difference between that one and that one then?
They're identical, but that one can zoom in more. Well, it's hard to explain. So this one's 17-28, which means that it's very wide angle and it zooms. Let's do a stupid example. It can zoom out really far and it can zoom in about that far. The one on my video camera starts where that one ends and goes in a little bit further.
Okay.
So yeah,
I feel
and it's
like...
an f2.8 as well. Not that that means anything to you, but yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, it sounds like it does the same thing. So I'd probably say 1,200 again, but it could be maybe more expensive because it's zooming in more.
So what's your guess?
So maybe 1,300.
Nah, it's very close. It's 1,200. It's roughly the same price as that other lens, so it's 1,200 as well.
okay.
Or it might have been 1,100 and something. I've just rounded some of these off, but yeah, very good guess. All right, what about the Tamron 70-300 f4.5 to 6.3? It's this one here. This is the one that's like good for wildlife, and it's not quite as zoomed in as I'd like it to be, but yeah, it's good for zooming in.
Well,
so this one ends. Oh, this one starts where that one ends in terms of the length that it can zoom into, but it goes to 300 millimeters. So,
But then there's not really much you could do with that, so I'm gonna say $800.
Okay. I can't remember, let me check. I think you're spot on. No, it was even cheaper. I think it was 580
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's cheaper because like
It doesn't do as much.
It does.
It makes sense.
Most lenses that zoom this far are really expensive if the aperture opens up to like f2, 2.8 and things like that. Because this aperture, it means nothing to you, but
I don't even know what that means.
But because it's f4.5 to 6.3, it is a cheaper lens. So it's cheaper glass, it's fairly lightweight. Yeah, so perfect, pretty. What did you say? Did you say 800 bucks?
I said 800.
Yeah, 580. So pretty cheap actually
Not
for
bad.
for
You
a
got a
zoom
bargain.
lens.
My
It's not
eyes.
bad.
No, I'm
It's
just
not
kidding.
bad. All right, so now this is the lens that I mainly use for video.
How many lenses do you have?
4, I think. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah, 4.
Another lens, yep.
This lens I mainly use for video stuff on that camera, but I'm using this one at the moment. I don't know why. So this is a Sony branded 20-70 millimeter f4. Yeah.
So what are the brands of the other one?
Tamron.
Oh, I thought they were all Sony.
They all fit on Sony, but you can use different brands. They just use the same mount.
So what does this do?
It's a lens, same as these.
No, like as in what is it, sorry? Could you repeat
20
it?
millimeters to 70 millimeters. Sorry, did I say, yeah, 20? Can we look? I can't remember. I don't know why I'm forgetting stupid things. Yeah, 20 to 70. So it's basically almost the same length as this one. Almost. Very similar. Oh, sorry, no. The one that's filming us. It's a Sony brand, yeah.
I don't actually know what company is more expensive, so I'm just probably going to say that's the same price, $1,200.
All right, so it's $1,100.
Okay.
I don't think I paid that. That's the retail price. I'm fairly certain that I bought that one off Marketplace for maybe $700 or $800.
Yep.
So,
oh well.
Yeah, and the guy I bought it off, I'm sure he's telling the truth. He said he used to take photographs of a lot of the presidents in the US, which is pretty crazy. He was American.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool. Next, all right, this one's a funny one. The card in my camera, it's a CF Express, Compact Flash Express Type A, 320 gig, and it's a Lexar brand. How much do you reckon that is? Just like it's like an SD card. That's basically how it works.
No. I mean, if I go down to like Officeworks, I think they're like $80 or something, and that's just like for a crappy one, so I don't even know. It's a lot of gigabyte on it. 300?
Yeah, 320 gig. It's decent. The reason it's big is because this camera, with videos and photos, the files are huge. So it's not, it doesn't end up being that big of a card when it's in a camera like this. I can fit, anyway, it's fine. Yes.
I'm just gonna say, I don't know, like $90.
$325.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, these cards, stupidly expensive. And that's cheap because there's way more expensive brands. I think the Sony Tough brands are more expensive than this, and you can get bigger sizes too. So.
Oh my God, you wouldn't want to lose the card.
No, it's kind
Far out. That's expensive for a card, I reckon.
That's one thing.
I know that the ones down at Officeworks are $80.
Yeah,
why can't you just use the Officeworks?
Because they're normal SD cards. They're not fast enough for this has to move data very quickly because the files are huge. So the card has to be faster, all that type of stuff. It's annoying. When I bought this camera, that's the one thing that annoyed me, was having to buy one of those cards. You don't have to. You can use a normal SD card in it, but it just won't transfer data as fast, meaning if you take a whole bunch of images one after the other, the buffer of the camera will fill really quickly. Also, if you're doing video, you can't use half the modes because it can't support the bit rate of the normal SD cards. So yeah, it's Compact Flash Express Type A. Kind of annoying, but I've got it now, so hopefully it never dies or doesn't die because it'll make me angry.
For $300, you wouldn't
I know,
want
it's
it to
like one
die.
of those things you buy, but you don't feel like you get anything for it.
Yeah. Just a little tiny little square.
Yeah, it's like I don't see it. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you kind of do, but you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what about the camera that's filming us? It's a Sony ZV-E1, which is the full frame, little kind of small for a...
So
it's small
what's that
for a
one
full
then?
frame camera.
What's the difference between that camera and that camera?
So this is more so for photos. It's an A7R5. That's a ZV-E1. It's really mainly for video. It does take photos, but it does video better than anything else. I don't
even know what I said for that camera, but I'm gonna say...
So it's a full frame mirrorless, mainly video camera that is quite small.
If it's a video
For
camera,
what it does.
I'm gonna say 1,400.
All right, that one's 2,200. That's not bad though.
200?
That's not bad though. Some of these small vlogging cameras will spend $1,000 on, like the bloody the ZV-E1. Wasn't that near $1,000 or something? Your little one? The one you
but
use?
like,
this thing's a
you've
weapon.
got two. Why can't you just use that one?
Because I'm filming on one while I'm taking photos on the other. So when I do my photography course lessons,
Fair enough.
most of the time I'm filming on this while taking photos on this. So
2,200.
yeah, that's not bad.
What happens if that breaks?
Well, then I'm dead. That's it. All right, what about this other? This is like another camera I use a lot for my little adventure vlogs and things like that. It's the DJI Action 5 Pro, little action camera. What do you reckon about that?
Is that like a GoPro?
Yeah. 1 second, someone's at the door. All right, sorry, someone came to the door and we had deliveries all day and one of the dogs knocked the camera, so if the frame's moved, that's why. So yeah, DJI Action 5 Pro.
So is that a GoPro?
It's not a GoPro brand, but
okay.
it's an action camera. It does the same thing. Better in my opinion, that's why I got it. You can hold it and caress it if you need to feel the value.
It's actually pretty cool. It's actually nice.
It doesn't normally come in that metal cage. I've put that on.
Okay. I like the metal cage on it.
It's nice,
pretty smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. I would probably say $350 to $400.
600.
How is it 600?
I think $599.
600?
They're getting expensive these days. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I just thought because it's small, it shouldn't be like.
They just rip people. I don't know. I shouldn't say they rip people off, but yeah,
Is it a good camera though?
Expensive every year.
Like in equivalent to like what you're using in Sony, like is it pretty good then?
It's nowhere near as good quality as that because it's not full frame, but for the size of it and the quality and audio, the video and audio quality blow me away for the size of it. So, and just I can't. I was tried to vlog on that for a while and it's just too big and annoying.
Yeah.
Whereas this is so easy to just film with. So that's what I use mainly when I do my adventure vlogs or some B-roll footage and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's not bad then.
Yeah. And I think the 6 probably is coming out.
It was like adding everything up in my head. I'm like, ooh.
I didn't actually do a total, but anyway. All right, what about the microphones that we're wearing? I did say we're going to do some video stuff as well. This is the case for them.
Wow, that's nice.
It's 2 microphones, the receiver.
Well, the case actually charges up.
The case charges the mics, yeah.
Look at the button.
It's pretty nice.
That's sick.
That does
that's cool too. It's even got like is that like the battery dots?
Yep. That's how much.
What are these for?
To plug into phones. So you can wirelessly record on your phone as well. DJI Mic 2 is
what do you mean? Like you put that in your phone?
Yeah.
That's sick.
But then you need that thing on top of the camera there.
Oh yeah.
That goes onto that and then that sits on the bottom of your phone and you can record wireless audio to your phone.
Wow.
It comes with an iPhone.
Put that in probably.
iPhone plug and a
that is cool.
USB-C
oh yeah, okay,
plug,
right.
So like for Android.
Yeah. Oh, but then that would suck if you needed 2 of the one. What if you had 2 Androids? That would suck.
Well, you wouldn't record. Why would you record video? You just record to one phone and then sync the footage.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Anyway.
Okay, so anyway, the price, I don't know, because it's got like the 2 thingies inside for the phone, and then it's got these. I'm gonna say $800.
Nah, $540.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah. Actually, that is not bad for that.
Yeah.
Because like it's.
I still think they're pricey.
Because this is like magnet as well.
Don't touch it. You're gonna muffle the audio.
All right, sorry. But that's not bad, and it comes with a snazzy case, so that's not too bad.
And it comes with a, it's this actually, I should have brought it out. This actually sits in a really nice pouch.
Really?
The thing that annoys me about this though is the cable and a few of the accessories don't fit in this part, so you really have to bring the pouch if you want to bring everything with you.
That's probably why they gave you the pouch.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but yeah.
Makes sense.
All right, what about this is my main tripod that I use for photos. This is the Ulanzi X Coman 0Y carbon fiber tripod, so pretty lightweight. It goes up reasonably tall.
I'm just kidding.
Sorry, the dogs were messing around.
Okay, so the price of this, I don't know, it's pretty good. And carbon fiber, I know it's expensive stuff, so.
Yeah, just guess, yeah.
I'm probably gonna say it is $180.
Nah, $340.
$340?
And that's actually pretty cheap for a tripod of this caliber. Like you can spend over $1,000 on similar tripods that I've seen from other brands, but I'm very, very happy with this tripod. It's lightweight, it goes up reasonably tall. The last tripod I had went taller, but it was so heavy and took up so much room in my backpack. This has been perfect. So
I have seen you use this because I know that you're like, hey.
Oh, I don't vlog with that one.
Oh,
that's the one. That was the one which we're going to get to.
Oh, okay, there's another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's actually a fairly good price for what it is.
Yeah, cool.
They can be thousands of dollars.
A lot
for
of
some
money
tripods.
though, still. Hey.
Yeah.
I suppose like you need the good equipment, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person who I find budget stuff that's actually good. Like you'll see I shoot with these Tamron lenses. They're fantastic quality, but they're like quarter to half the price of the Sony equivalent lenses. Maybe the Sonys are a tiny, tiny, tiny bit better, but it's not something really anyone's going to notice. So I cheap out where I can.
Yeah,
but
of course.
It's still got to be good stuff. So
yeah.
I still don't have my dream lens yet, but one day. All right.
God, how much is that worth?
I can't remember.
Don't tell me.
4 or 5 grand.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So what about a Sirui, whatever the name is, tripod that's filming us? That's another.
Is that the one that you vlog with?
I have before. Yeah, it's kind of weird to hold, but yeah, that's another carbon fiber, more of a travel tripod, so it doesn't go as high.
Yeah. Well, now that I know that's what, like $300, now I don't know about that one. I'm gonna say. So you can vlog with that one.
It doesn't matter. It's not supposed to be. I just held it awkwardly with like when it was folded up. It's just smaller and lighter. It doesn't go as high as this one, but I think it's lighter. Yeah.
So maybe let's say $350.
Okay, 208.
Okay.
So
I went high because that was high.
Yeah, no, it's expensive for a tripod that doesn't go that high. That's I've got another leg for it. It's about as high as it goes, is where it is now.
Okay.
It goes a bit higher because I've got a leg that's like another. Oh, it goes quite a bit higher, but
Is that light?
it's very light. Yeah, that's why it's expensive.
Is that carbon fiber?
That's carbon fiber as well. It's carbon fiber and aluminium.
It's interesting because it's cheaper than this one, but that's got grippy hands on it.
Yeah, but some people don't like those, and it's just the way it is. Sirui, whatever, is probably a cheaper brand. Ulanzi is a cheap brand, but they're smashing it lately. Like their products, for the price, are really good. They're just coming up and up and up. Like they started off as this cheap Chinese rip-off brand, and now they're making some really good stuff. I love their stuff. All right. Okay. What about my drone, which is the DJI Mini 3 Pro? So this is the drone here.
It's cute, isn't it?
It is. It's quite small. Folds up nice and small. Decent quality.
Looks like a frog.
Videos. And I've got the Pro controller, so it's got the screen built in, so you don't need to use your phone or anything like that as a monitor.
Wow.
It's all there.
So that comes as a pack?
Yes.
Yeah, so you don't buy it separately?
I think you can, but I bought mine as a pack. I think it's called the RC Pro combo. I can't remember. I bought it quite a few years back.
Okay.
But the price you're guessing is the brand new price, obviously.
Yes, okay.
Not what it's worth now. What I paid for it.
I don't know. Like, it's like back in the day, drones were like new and then they were expensive, but now there's so many different ones. I know that they're like all over the place now, so I don't know, I'm gonna say $1,200.
Perfect, spot on.
Oh, no way, I was gonna say 15.
So I think when I looked, they're cheaper now, brand new, but I think that's what I paid for it, roughly around 1,200, maybe 1,100 and something, maybe 1,200 and something, but somewhere around there.
That's not bad then. Actually, I think that's a pretty fair price.
It's a great price for what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Considering my first drone, I think I paid like 2.5, 3 grand for, and it was crap compared to this. So
and what's the filming like on that one?
pretty good. Yeah, you've seen it in my videos.
Yeah, but like,
it depends on the lighting and all that stuff, but it does a pretty good job.
Is it like
4K?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next thing, we'll talk about, there's two last things, and they're computers, because, I mean, they're not really photography equipment, but they are things that I use to edit photos and videos, so we'll talk about those. Okay. The Dell Inspiron 14 tool.
Ooh, there goes
That's now worth $0. Dell Inspiron 14 2-in-1, so it's just a little, laptop that becomes a little, kind of like a tablet. It folds over like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I use if I'm editing on the go, or videos or photos, and yeah, it's a pretty cool laptop.
Oh, God. I don't even know how much the latest Android and iPad's worth these days.
Well, it's not, it's more of it's a computer. It's a Windows PC, so you can't really compare it to
a
tablet, even though it is kind of a tablet as well.
I don't know, like $1,500?
Close.
Okay.
1,800.
That's okay. I'm feeling like everything's around $1,500 today. So I'm like, that's my little.
That's kind of pricey for a laptop. I know Apple stuff's way more expensive for, in my opinion, no reason. Yeah. The same laptop. If you bought a laptop the same specs as that with Apple, it'd probably be like 3.5 grand.
Whoa.
So I'm just guessing and talking nonsense, but I think that's roughly, when I did look, that's roughly the comparison. So for the price, it's a good laptop.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And does it have a lot of memory on it? That doesn't freeze and stuff when you're editing?
It's decent. I can't remember. I think it might be 16 gig of RAM.
Okay.
Maybe. It's decent. Funnily enough, it edits 4K videos and stuff really well, so it's been good.
So how come like 16 gig on the laptop, you have 16 gig, but then your card in your camera is 320?
No, they're different. One's RAM, which is like memory that the computer uses temporarily and then gets rid of it. One's hard drive space, which is how much stuff you can put on it. So the hard drive in this, I think, is 256 gig.
Which
is funny. My memory card's got more storage than my laptop, but that's why I have external hard drives and stuff everywhere, because I try and take stuff off my laptop if I'm not using it. So once I finish a project, I usually put it on my server and my external cards, and then I delete it off the laptop because I need the space.
That makes sense.
All right, what about my desktop PC, which is the one that I built? So
the colourful one?
Yeah, I'll put a video inlay of it on now. So I built this desktop PC about, I don't know, 3-4 years ago now.
No.
Time's flown, yeah.
3 or 4 years ago?
I think I built it before Anthony was born.
No, you did it while he was a baby, didn't you? I'm sure you did. Oh,
well, that's still 3-4 years.
Yeah, true.
At least 3 years ago. But it's got some decent stuff in it. It's an i7, 12th gen, I think. 96 gig of RAM, 3060 graphics card, which I really want to upgrade that. I think it's got a 4 terabyte drive and a 2 terabyte drive. that's all the main stuff.
I don't know, because I know when you build your own computer, like, it becomes more expensive when you build it.
No, it's cheap. It's cheaper to build your own.
Oh, is it cheaper?
Like, for what I paid for this, if I bought a built computer somewhere, it would have been... Okay, if I spent the same buying a built computer, a computer already built, I would have got a much worse computer.
Oh,
it's just when you build it yourself, you can get better components, because obviously half the cost is then building it, putting it together, setting it up. I did all that stuff, so yeah.
Oh gosh.
Me and my old man built a lot of PCs back in the day, so I kind of I forgot a lot of stuff. I haven't built a PC for years. I've used laptops for the last many years, and then recently, in the last few years, I thought I need to build a desktop. I'm hardly leaving the house, and I've got a laptop for editing on the go, so I'm going to build a monster-ish PC. And the good thing is I can keep upgrading it.
Yeah.
The laptops I found after a few years, I just had to keep buying new ones because you can't change. All you can really change in most laptops is the RAM, sometimes, and the hard drive. So with a desktop, I can change my graphics card, etc., etc.
All right, I'm going to say $600 to $800.
What? $4,500, dude. But
you're kidding.
That's so I.
Oh my god!
So
that's
I know,
like the most expensive thing here.
So I know at the time it was $3,500, but I've upgraded things. Like I changed the RAM and hard drive. So
you
in
added
total,
those in.
That's not including the mouse,
is it again?
keyboard, $4,500. That's not including the mouse, keyboard, or monitor, but they're kind of cheapish stuff anyway. But that's just for that little colourful case that you look at with all the fans. All that stuff adds up: motherboard, processor, graphics card, fans.
Shiba.
Power supply, all that stuff, it all adds up. So yeah, that's the last thing on my list, but I do have more stuff, but this is the stuff I mainly use from day to day. And like I said, I'm pretty frugal when I buy stuff. Like I could have bought the Sony 24-70 instead of the Tamron 28-75 and it would have cost a lot more money, but I watched a whole lot of reviews and looked at the Tamron and it was just as good in my opinion for like half the price, maybe even less than half the price. So yeah, I try and like save money where I can. Even this, if I bought like a Manfrotto equivalent, it probably would have been $1,000 or something like that. So as long as it's good stuff, and yeah, I like to try and save money by doing that. But at the end of the day, even though all this stuff has cost what it has, I've probably made it back doing photography and video work.
Fair. You use it for work, so
I've definitely made it all back. Yeah.
The next question is how much is your hat worth?
I think it was 100, 90 something maybe. I went through about 5 hats, don't you worry.
Oh
this
yeah,
is my favourite one now.
Yeah, that's good. And yeah, I've just got a question for you.
And that doesn't include things over the years I've had, like the A7 III, the A7 IV I had before this, which that's another good thing. I usually sell my old equipment to fund new stuff, and I try and do it as quick as possible because the old equipment's still worth something.
Drop value.
So if you remember the A7 IV, I didn't lose much money on that at all. I only had it for maybe a year or two, maybe a year, and I didn't lose much money at all. So upgrading to this didn't cost me that all at once, if you consider that I sold my old camera to fund this one. So I try and do that as well if I can. Sometimes I like to keep stuff. What was my point? Nothing. But anyway, so yeah. What was your question?
It's just like my question is now that I've answered all your questions, how much do you reckon my foundation's worth on my face?
Just what's on your face or the pot?
That was a good question. The pot, obviously. They don't send it in the post.
How big is the pot?
On the brush.
How big is the pot, do you reckon?
Oh, it's like about that big.
So I'm going to guess like it's probably like 100 mil or something.
Yeah, I don't know, probably. I mean, I should have I just thought of it just now as a guessing game.
$60. Oh, by the way, this is all Australian dollars.
Oh yeah, Australian dollars. Yep. Close.
60.
I think it's actually like $79.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's a waste of money, whereas this isn't.
Yeah, because I wash it off at the end of the day.
Cool. Oh, is that it?
Yeah,
like I said, I've got more stuff, but
that's
this is the main.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, that was really fun. Yeah.
So if I die, make sure you sell my stuff for what I told you just then today.
I've got a backup plan. Do I?
All right.
That's
cool. About
well,
it.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. If you guys want to support the channel, the dogs are being annoying. If you want to support the channel, if you want to support the channel, link in the description below to my photography courses. I got a landscape course and a generic photography course. And yeah, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you, Katie, for coming on.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Good luck, guys, getting all your equipment.
All right.
Bye.